Do you hear that?
Yeah, it's an airplane. Do you not hear airplanes normally in your house?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah.
They're constantly going by here. We don't live that far away from each other.
Dude, I'm deaf as it is.
Well, how are you hearing it now?
I know. My headphones, I guess, are picking up supersonic shit or something. I don't know.
What? Wait. I don't know. My headphones just fell off. They were like, nope.
They literally just like yeeted
They're
off.
like, what? They're still falling. I'll tighten the. Ah, my hair got stuck in this one. Ow. Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Binger's Anime Edition. As always, I'm your host, Mo.
And I am Matty, and we are just a podcast that talks about different anime with our fellow weebs out there. So, Mo, do you kind of want to talk about what was going on at your house last night?
I have had
Or the past couple of days? Or how your week's been going? It's been kind of a shit show.
a lot going on. Like,
Please do tell.
I don't know what's up, but I've had 2 members of my family break something within, like, the last week. And, and then I think somebody was casing out my house the other day.
Please do tell. I want to know these details. I was at your house. Well, I wasn't at your house, but I was waiting to go hang out with someone who never texted me back, so I just sat outside of your house for 30 minutes, which just happened to be across the street. So please tell me.
Okay, so it was probably, like, around, like, 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon or so. And I was, like, in the middle of taking a test for my summer class, and the door knocked, and I was like, who's this? We weren't expecting anyone. And so I went to go open it, and there was this guy standing there, and he was like, hey, do you have, like, DirecTV? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And he was like, is it, like, really glitchy, and, does it go out, like, during storms and stuff like that? And I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm just, like, living with my grandma until, like, I go back to school. I mean, I know she gripes about it a lot, but I don't know the details of, like, what's wrong with it. I don't even watch TV, man. But he was like, oh, well, apparently, like, they're supposed to be, like, fixed every, like, 2 years or so, or a year or whatever. They're supposed to be updated. And apparently, like, for our area, they haven't been doing that. And he was like, oh, I'd have to, like, go inside and check the receiver box. And I was like, this sounds kind of suspicious.
That's a no. That's so
Yeah.
bad.
I was like, well, like, my grandma just got back from the hospital, and so she's not really feeling that great right now, so it's probably not a good idea for you to come in.
I would have just slammed the door on his face.
I was like, but I knew that she had, like, been griping, like, about the DirecTV, and she had been wanting to, like, switch back to Dish. And so I was like, well, like, I don't know if, like, this is legit or not, but I was like, do you have, like, a card or something, so that way we can, like, call you back at, like, a later time, And the guy was like, oh, no, I actually don't have, like, any cards on me, and I don't carry cards on me.
Oh, yeah, that's so...
Yeah.
No.
And he was like,
No.
He was like, I don't carry any cards on me because of, he's like, I give out so many, and he's like, I always just end up not having them, and so I just don't, carry them anymore. And I was like, yeah, you're just gonna have to stop back by at a later time,
Or just never fucking come again.
No, but it was, like, the weirdest thing, and then I shut the door, which he knows that we have a dog in the house, because when I opened the door, I kept telling Milo to get back, So he knows we've got a dog in the house, and so, especially, like, a high-wired dog.
Yeah, Milo's kind of crazy.
Nothing. Milo would do nothing for an
intruder.
intruder.
But he doesn't know that.
Yes, and so he thinks, I was like,
I'm pretty sure Rigby would scare someone.
Vicious dog.
I mean, most people don't rob a house that they know have a dog in it. Like, I know Rigby wouldn't do anything. Like, he doesn't care. He would literally just pee everywhere in terror.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't know that. All they know, it might be a vicious dog that might tear them apart. So,
but my grandma was, like, telling me that, like, a lot of people have been doing that recently, going and, like, casing out places during the daytime, and so I was like, she was like, "It's a good thing you didn't let him in." And I was like, "Well, I was gonna let him in the first place."
Yeah, I would never. I'm so paranoid about everything. I would never let anyone. If someone knocked on this pool house door and tried coming in, I would literally not open the door for them, like peek through the blinds and say, "Go away, do not come here." Well, imagine that. Like if someone knocks on my pool house door to try to come in,
That would be, yeah, that would be kind of creepy.
that would be red flags. Red
Yes.
flags all over the place. Like there's
Doesn't even go to the main house. Just like comes to
goes
the.
to the pool house. I'm like, whoa, no, 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 leave. I'm like, I'm gonna get shot. I'll
It's like,
literally
goodbye.
go to buy. Like, no, 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 no.
You know, and then there was like a package outside when I was like talking to the guy, you know, and so I saw it, and so then like I was like, okay, bye, and then I like shut the door real quick, and then I like took Milo like outside, and then I went back out to grab the package, and he was just like standing at the end of our driveway.
What?
Yes.
Was he staring at your house?
He wasn't staring at the house, but he was just standing at the end of the driveway.
Just looking around?
Yeah. It was the creepiest thing. Let me tell you, when I tell you that I had a whack week, I had a whack week.
Oh no, that's a no, fam. That's not a. Mm-mm.
What about you? What have you got going on?
I don't have much going on. It's just been one of those weeks, you know, but it's just kind of like meh. Like nothing sounds good. Nothing.
It's like you don't really want to do anything.
Yeah,
but
like you know, like nothing. Like going to find somewhere to eat for lunch. Like nothing sounds good. Like I haven't really liked any of the music I've been listening to. Like you know, I'm just very
kind of a meh week.
meh, you know, just very off. The whole week's been off. Like the past 2 nights
It's
in
like
a row.
Mercury's in retrograde or something.
It probably is, knowing it. But like the past couple nights, I was supposed to hang out with a friend of mine, but just each night I was just not feeling it. You know, I was just tired and, you know.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
was like,
I have those weeks quite often.
Yeah.
So
I haven't had it in a while, but I think I'm getting to this. I've been at my internship for like 6 weeks now. I think I'm getting to a point where I'm just at a slump. I'm just kind of like, I also had nothing to do at my internship on Friday. Like,
or it's kind of like not exciting anymore, and it's kind of like
no, it's exciting. It's just, I don't know.
it just doesn't have that like brand new feel to it.
Yeah,
anymore.
and it's like I work 12, like I told you earlier, I have 12-hour days, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. almost. Like I get up at 6, get ready for work, and then I get home around 6 p.m. every day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I didn't realize that for the longest time, but I'm 12 hours, I'm at my job or getting ready for my job. And so as a result, I don't have a lot of time to like watch anime. I don't have a lot of time to hang out with people or edit for the podcast or do anything for that. So it's kind of, I don't know. I guess I'm just depressed about it. But I don't know. We'll
Tired
see.
out.
Yeah, tired out. But we'll see. I don't know. I need a day off is what I need. I haven't had a day off. I won't get one. But we'll see what happens. But I am hanging out with some friends tonight, which I'm excited about.
Gonna go play some D&D.
Right. From 3 p.m. we'll do whatever. We'll play D&D for a while. There's a one-shot campaign of us in high school. Did I tell you this?
What?
Okay, let me describe it. Okay. All right. So this campaign we're going to do for my D&D session, because in addition to being a weeb, I am a total nerd. We were going to bring our characters from the other campaigns we've been in, because it's my old D&D group from high school that we haven't seen each other in like 3 years, and like do one. But we were like, this will be difficult. We'll have to level up. How about we just do a one shot where we're all in high school and we come up with a stereotype and we create a character based off of that, like just roll advantages, disadvantage, and everything. So it's going to be like Breakfast Clubby, you know, like we get stuck in a setting where we're all firing each other, you know. I will be the busty cheerleader from the high school and just be extremely charismatic and just, you know, all the time. Very, very waifu, like anime kind of thing. And I'm so excited. I'm going to have a Valley Girl accent and I'm going to just role play the crap out of that. I am very excited. Yeah. If you could see Mo's face right now, she is cringing so hard, but I am here for it. It's going to be so much fun.
Like, I don't have a problem with D&D or anything, but like, I don't know, just...
Okay, I'm sorry, but like, it's fun because it's pretty much you get to be someone you're not, and it's just a nice way to like cope with everything that's going on in life. That's how I got through high school.
No, I get it. Like, I'm not saying there's anything like wrong with D&D or anything. Like, I've even myself have kind of wanted to try it.
I mean, it's pretty fun.
It's just I'm cringing at the fact that you are a Valley Girl.
Well, the other character I was going to do was like a Tate Langham, you know? That was the other character choice
Oh,
I
that
wanted
one
to do.
would be cool.
Yeah, but we already have an angsty emo character. We don't want too much angst in this session.
Too much angst.
That's why I wanted to be this Valley Girl,
Yeah.
because she's going to be very different and it'll be funny. And it'll be easy to play that part and just be super bitchy.
Yeah,
Like, channel
I
my
can see
inner
you
Mount
playing that.
Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. Also, I've been following Jamie Marsh on TikTok, and she keeps doing like little snippets of all the characters she does, and it's really funny listening to do them because she'll just suddenly change
Isn't
voices.
she the voice for Mount Lady?
Mount Lady,
And
Junko,
Inoshima.
and then Kana,
Yeah.
and then a couple others.
I just saw her the other day on TikTok.
I know, she's actually pretty funny. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's going on in my life.
Yeah, that's my week's been pretty whack, but that's just about it.
I mean, it's
that's
just
been
whack.
going
It's not
on.
like, oh, this is so fun, I'm going to share this on the podcast. Like, there hasn't been much going on. We're just in a slump.
Yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for all the anime to start kicking back in again, and like.
I mean, see, like, I'm the opposite. I'm like, you know what? This has been a great opportunity to rewatch, like, watch stuff I haven't seen yet that's older. So, like, I'm watching Boogie Pop Phantom right now, which is a 2000s anime, and it's pretty good.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's old.
that's old.
The animation, not gonna lie, it is old.
Then again, I have one of my favorite animes was made in like 1995,
Mhm.
so.
Older animes are good too. But I've also started a Cautious Hero, Overly Cautious Hero. She,
Oh yeah.
yeah, Jamie Marsh also a voice actress in that, but it's pretty good. I like it. It's just been something I've been watching during lunch at work when I'm not watching.
I started watching that a little bit.
It's
And then I was
definitely
getting, like-
casual watch.
I was getting really like mad at the two main characters, and so I just like had to quit for a little while.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm kind of mad at them too, but it's funny. It's kind of like Fairy Tail. It's just a casual watch, you know. But yeah, should we get into the anime we're reviewing this week?
Yeah, let's get into Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan.
Yeah. So first things first. We thought this anime was only 13 episodes because there's only 13 episodes on Netflix.
Yeah, because Mo's kind of a dumbass. But
Yeah, a little bit, but mostly Netflix is a dumbass. And like, okay, not only was it only 12 episodes, that's not a big deal. You know, normally, okay, we'll find it the next couple episodes on another one. No. These 12 episodes was the first half of the second season. So they just didn't have the first season on there, and they just switched to... What? Like...
okay, so how our jar system works is that we put in an anime that at least each of us have seen.
Or at least have seen almost the whole thing, where there's like 1 or 2 episodes left we still need to watch.
Yes. And, you know, I probably watched Nura, Rise of the Yokai Clan like years ago. Yeah. Like, I was rewatching the like first half of the second season part, and I was like, dang, I don't remember any of this.
You're like, what the heck is going on?
I was like, what? And, you know, but I guess when I watched it years ago, I just didn't think anything of it, you know, because it was on Netflix, and it was like, oh, it's only one season, so I just like took it for face value, you know. But I'm so surprised that like I wasn't like, man, this is kind of weird. Like,
yeah, like it stands alone pretty well, but pretty much we didn't find this out till like Wednesday or Tuesday last week, and we're recording on Saturday. So then we're like, we need to watch.
It's like 50 episodes.
We need to watch 50 more episodes before I review. Full disclosure, that did not happen.
Yes.
But I was able to finish the first season and start most of the last arc in the second season. But dude, I was literally watching the first season. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's like 6 characters that are not in the second season. I'm like, they must be dead. I literally was like, well, they're gone. But they're not. They didn't die. They just were not in the first half of the second season for some reason. But now they're back in it for the second.
Yeah.
The whole thing is whack, gal. So, watch it on Hulu. Hulu has both sub and dub. It's the only place that has a sub, and it's the only place that has all of it. So, just watch it on Hulu. Or Kiss Anime. I'm sure Kiss Anime probably has it. But we're not promoting illegal streaming. Unless we get, because in case we get in trouble for that. But, full disclosure, I'm kind of bitter with this anime, not gonna lie, because of Netflix. So, this might...
Well, I would have never put it in the jar in the first place if I would have known that we only watched, like,
That's true.
the first half of the second season.
Well, I mean, I put No Game, No Life in the jar, and I watched like half of it.
I mean, but still, that's like half of it. Like,
And it's only 12 episodes, so it's not a big deal.
I mean, I originally watched only like a quarter of it, so.
Yeah. I mean, like, if it's only like 13 episodes and we've seen part of it, it's not a big deal. But this show's 2 seasons.
50 episodes
It's
and you've
whack.
only seen like 13.
Yeah, so, well, now I've seen 3/4 of it, so we'll do our best. So, Mo, do you want to talk about the production information of this show?
Yes. So, Nura Rise of the Yokai Clan is a Studio Dean production directed by Junji Nishimura and music by Kohei Tanaka.
Yeah, so,
Tanaka?
I don't know. But both of those people I really haven't heard much of. Not gonna lie. I don't think they've done much other stuff.
I kind of looked up what other anime and stuff that they've done, and the director actually directed Ranma 1/2. You've never seen that, but it's an old one. It's a really old
oldie
one.
but a goldie.
It's an oldie but a goldie. Like, it's kind of one, Matty, where like honestly you kind of need to watch it because like
Is it
I
in
feel
the
like
jar?
no.
Why is it not in the jar?
Because I haven't even finished it.
Well, then why are you trying to recommend to me to watch it if you haven't seen it?
Because it's such an old and popular one that it's kind of like if you don't know what it is, then it's like...
Fine, I'll get cultured. Also,
At
if
least
any of our
watch-
fans out there love this anime and needs us to review it, please recommend it to us so we actually watch it. Actually, I challenge y'all to recommend to us to watch something we have not seen yet. One of us hasn't seen. Because honestly, I would love to do a show like that. That would be a lot of fun.
Yes. But I've seen like a part of like Ranma, but it's kind of weird.
I'll watch it.
But
yeah.
And then the composer, Kohei Tanaka, actually did music for Dragon Ball Z and Assassination Classroom.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay. I've noted that I like the music in this anime because of some reasons, and now it makes sense why I liked it, and it's pretty similar to why I liked Assassination Classroom's music, so I'll comment that later.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And also, the genre of this anime is actually like an adventure, dark fantasy. It's very... I would also put like historic fiction kind of thing. That's not really a genre for anime, but it takes a lot of the clans and the history of Japan and kind of intertwines it. It takes a lot out of the feudal Japan period and the... what's the period called? Not the Edo period. It's the...
The Tono?
No, I literally just studied this in school. It is the castle period. Asakana or something like that. It's
something.
It's medieval Japan periods with all the castles and stuff. That's when it starts in the 400 centuries before. Now it's modern. That's the genre. But
yeah, its original run was from July 6th of 2010 to December 21st of 2010.
Oh, yeah, this was the turn of the decade.
Mm-hmm. And then the second season was July 5th, 2011 and December 20th,
which are technically two different shows because they have two different directors.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of just looped it together because it's pretty good. Both of them are. But second season, I definitely liked better than the first season.
Second season?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I definitely liked it too.
Yeah, so just full disclosure, maybe that's why Netflix only put the first half of the second season on, but
But yeah, Studio Dean actually did other anime like Fruits Basket.
Oh, they did Fruits Basket.
The 2001 version.
Oh, the oldie one.
Mm-hmm, Vampire.
Oldie but Goldie. Vampire Night,
and then Log Horizon.
That makes sense. There's a lot of similar art styles between those shows too. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I had no idea that Studio Dean did Fruits Basket, so I got kind of excited. I was
you're like, okay. But I can do a quick synopsis if that's okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. Story revolves around our main character, Riko Nura, who is 3/4 human and 1/4 yokai, because his grandfather is a full yokai and he's the ruler of the Nura clan, which is the Night Parade of 100 Demons. Like, they're the most powerful clan in the Edo region of Japan, and they have been for the past 4 centuries. Pretty much, Riku is kind of battling his yokai self, where he's only demon. He's only a yokai by night, and he's human by day, and he's kind of like fighting between the two. And it's a typical plot of coming terms with himself. What side does he want to be? Does he want to be the third heir, the next ruler of the Nura clan, or does he want to give up that lifestyle and just be human? That's kind of what he's fighting. And that kind of just follows the story of his discovery of combining the two, accepting both halves of him, and becoming the new leader of the yokai clan. Because, spoiler, he becomes the new leader of the yokai clan eventually. I don't know for sure if that happens by the end of the anime or not, because I haven't finished the fucking anime, but yeah, that's pretty much the synopsis. Do you think that's a general overview?
I mean, yeah. Like, you could also think of, like, it, like, in kind of like Yakuza kind of feel,
Oh,
you know?
mafia type stuff?
Yeah, like mafia type
Oh,
stuff.
we probably should explain what yokais and the clans are. Do you kind of want to explain that?
Yeah, so, like, yokai in terms, in, like American terms are basically like demons.
Yeah, for Japanese demons.
Yeah, Japanese demons. And so, um, it's it's kind of like a thing where they talk about like all the like demons in like Japan, and like
Yeah.
you see like a lot of like the demons that they talk about like way back when in Japan, like in the show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Yukionas and like Nurahion,
Yeah,
like
like
all that kind of
all the
stuff.
famous yokai are in it. Which I mean, for us as Americans in the Western culture, we don't have
It
the
doesn't really kind of
same.
mean
It doesn't
anything.
resonate with us the same, but it's very similar to like how horror movies are, like taking famous like demons from biblical teachings. It's very similar to that kind of feel.
Lucifer, Beelzebub,
Yeah, that
you
kind
know.
of stuff. But it's really interesting because it has a lot of historical context. It takes a lot of the shrines and temples, especially in the second season. That's why I like the second season so much. It really incorporates the true meanings of each of those temples and incorporates them somehow. And I like that a lot because I just studied that all, and I know that I'm sure that in Japan that means a lot more in that culture. And so it's, if you want to watch an anime that deals a lot with the deities and the yokai and a lot more history and the culture of that aspect of Japanese culture, I think this would be a good anime to watch for that, because it's not exactly thrilling. It's a little boring at times, especially in the first season, but that history is really cool. The architecture of like, okay, I looked at this from an architectural standpoint and I loved it because I was like, they included all the temples I love, and they have really classical tea house arch. Man, I'm going on a little tangent. Nobody cares about this. I'm sorry, y'all, but
No,
it's interesting. And that aspect I liked.
I really like yokai anime. I don't know why, but
Isn't that like what
like
Inuyasha
supernatural.
is like? Inuyasha is a yokai type anime.
Yeah, they're kind of like, yeah, they're yokai. You know, they don't actually. I don't think they actually specifically called them a yokai in the anime. They call them demons.
Yeah.
You know, but it's basically yokai anime. But I don't know. I like all that supernatural stuff when it comes to like anime. I love, you know, Inuyasha. I love like XXX Holic, and like I don't know if you're not supposed to pronounce the X's, but Holic, whatever. That
Like
one's,
Hunter X Hunter. Oof. It's just Hunter.
yeah, I don't know, but Holic's really great. I love that one. You know, and from what I remember when I first watched this one, I really liked it. So
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. I just wish I didn't feel so rushed watching it after realizing how many episodes it was. I would have liked it a lot more as a casual watch, I think. And I definitely liked watching it dubbed better, just because it was the only thing I could find. But also, the voice acting was pretty okay. Like, I didn't think it was bad by any means. It was pretty decent. It was funny how they reused the same voice actor for like 7 different characters sometimes.
yeah.
Which I enjoy that. I think it's funny, but it's always pretty good. But yeah, that's a general like our thoughts, synopsis of it. Do you kind of want to talk about the characters a little bit?
Let's talk about Rikuo.
Yeah, so full disclosure, there's a ton of characters. We are not talking about all these characters. It's going to be we're going to talk about the main couple characters, and it's going to be bullet point the different ones probably.
No, I'm going to tell you first of all, I like to think that I'm pretty good at pronouncing things when it comes to
This
this.
is going to be hard.
Let me tell you, I was trying to pronounce some of these names last night, and I was like,
Because it takes actual like famous yokai and use them, and it's kind of harder to pronounce some of their names. But
it's like,
I was hearing these names. I'm watching this. I'm like, I'm so confused at what they're saying right now.
you know, like last night I was like Nura.
Nararihon. I'm like,
I was like Nura.
no. But yes, let's talk about the first character. Do you want to take it away?
Yes, let's talk about Rikuo Nura.
All right.
Rikuo Nura is our main like protagonist for the series.
Mhm.
He is supposedly the third heir of the Nura clan.
Yeah, supposedly.
Yes. Let me tell you, from watching like the second season like first, and then going back to like the first season, I was like at the beginning of like the second season, I was like, man, he's kind of badass. He's kind of
Right?
cool.
He's kind of cool.
And then like going back and watching like the beginning of the first season, I was like, man, I really don't like him.
I'm like, this is a whiny bitch. I don't like this character. It's another
No.
Deku.
Okay, I hate the trope in anime or any type of show really where it's like, I reject
My
heritage.
whatever.
I reject my right to the throne or whatever.
I mean, in some animes, it works. Like Killua from Hunter x Hunter. That's an interesting
but
one.
he's not like constantly being whiny about it.
He's not whiny about it, though. Then you got your freaking, like, Rico Nura, who's like a freaking, like, I don't want to be a yokai. I'm like, shut up and accept who you are and be good at it. Okay?
Or like the fact that he was like, everyone was like, dude, yeah, you transformed into a yokai. And he was like, no, I didn't. I
yeah,
don't
like
have
he's in
power.
rejection. I'm like, what?
And it's
then,
like you have like 100 people here saying that you transformed. It's like,
and then he has like, oh my gosh. And then like, everyone's like, he's not going to be the third heir because he's part of human. I'm like, oh, y'all just shut up. Just shut up. Because like, I'm just like, all of you just be quiet.
I don't know. Everything with Rikuo in the first season just pissed me off. I was like,
yeah.
and then like the only really character development that he got was when he finally decided, oh yeah, I'm going to be the third heir.
Apparently in the manga, he goes for like 4 different personality changes. And I'm like, this is too much. This boy has like, what disorder would this be from a normal psychology?
Probably personality disorder.
Yeah, probably. Like, he's just flipping around like, I want to protect humans. No, I don't want to be a yokai. They're all evil. Well, actually, I want to be a yokai and protect my family. Well, actually, I want to be a yokai that protects humans. Actually, I want to protect everyone. Actually, I just want to kill everyone. Then he's just suddenly killing everyone in the second season. I'm like, what the make up your mind, boy.
I don't know. Like,
then he gets super, super blunt and then super sexual in some episodes,
Oh, yeah.
There's like one episode.
Like,
I'm
when are you talking about when he goes into like his night?
Yeah, night form, he's like super sensual. And he's
yes.
like, hello, how about you come with me, Kana? Or, yeah, she's like, how about you come with me, Kana, to this love hotel, which is actually just a restaurant. But I'm like, they're 12! They're 12! And
Actually, she's 13.
Oh, you're right. It was just her birthday. But like, she's 13! Well, I guess that is the age of consent in Japan. But still, I was like, what the heck is going on? And the next day he's all like, why did I do that? I'm like, you're the same person. It's
like, can your two sides not communicate with each other?
Like, they do. He has multiple conversations with his other side just by the cherry blossom tree. I'm like, does anyone else see this? Like,
it's like, let's talk about the important things. Like, how about you like relay to me like what happened, and I'll relay to you what happened
like,
during
right,
the day.
like they know what. I'm just like, y'all are too much.
I don't know, like, because I remember like in the second season, I was like, man, he's kind of a badass for being like 12 years old.
Right? I'm like, man, I like it. For once, we just hop right into it with the character. It's cool. No. It's because we watched it wrong.
We watched it wrong, and now I'm in a disappointment.
Just a little bit. But yeah, so that is the main character. So, Nurari.
Nurari-hyun.
Wow. I said it very differently. Nurari-kun is what I was saying. But he is the supreme commander of the Yokai clan. Oh, the Nura clan of yokais. Pretty much 400 years ago, because yokai live forever. He got all of his night parade of 100 demons by getting all these other powerful clans to pledge their allegiance, and he has this like swarm of lords that follow him. And
he's like called like the Lord of Pandemonium.
Yeah, and so like he pretty much is in charge of them all, but he's old and decrepit, so he wants the successor to be Rikuo. Yep. And he's supposed to just like take over, so the Supreme Commander is pretty much just guiding him through it, and he's pretty funny. He just dines and dash-a-lots, which I think is really funny.
Yeah. I felt like every episode he's like, let's see where I can go eat for free.
And he's just like, let me go get some sweets. But it was interesting though, like in the first season, you know how he died, the Lord? And he was kind of like, oh yeah, he was one of my most loyal followers, one of the first ones that like pledges allegiance to me, and like now he's gone. And I was like, that was kind of sad. Like that moment right there, I was like, okay. But yeah, that's pretty much all he is. He's funny. He's short. They also have this weird head thing. Like their hair is super long and
yes,
and sideways. I was like, okay.
But then I was like looking up actually like what like the yokai like legit, and they say that because like he's like the yokai that he is Nurari-hyun.
Mm-hmm,
That's and so they were talking about like how they actually do like have heads like that. You know,
okay.
They're kind of like gourd shaped. And
yeah. I mean, I feel like that's the two main characters. There's also Kana, who is the human friend, love interest girl thing.
She kind of pisses me
Oh,
off too.
girl, I literally wrote, fuck that bitch. Because she literally is constantly getting kidnapped by yokai all the time. And she's like, oh my gosh, I think I might be in love with...
Rikuo's night side.
And she's like, and then she's like, you look a little bit like him. Are you guys friends? I'm like, no, bitch. They're the same person, you idiot. I'm just like, she's like, whenever you're there, he's always comes by, but you're not always there. You guys must be friends. No. The next logical conclusion is that, but yeah.
I don't know. She kind of pissed me off the whole time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
her and Rikuo together, and I was just like, I hate both of you.
Well, like in the second season, they were all pretty much just sidelined. I was like,
You're not
I'm
wrong.
like, what is this friend group? Like, I'm very confused where all these friends came from. It made a lot more sense. The first season, they focused a lot more on them, which is why I probably didn't like it as much. But yeah, and then there's also Yura Kai Clan? Key Clan? What's her name? The Omiyaji girl? Omiyoji girl?
K-kind.
K-kind?
You're a K-kind.
Yeah, she's pretty badass, though. But she is literally the most bland character ever. Like, her character...
I don't know. She kind of pissed me off, too. Especially when she went over to Rikuo's house.
Oh, yeah. And she's
she was, like, looking around and, like, crap.
Well,
and I was like, who just does that?
Well, given she's sensing a large amount of yokai presence, her whole job is to vanquish yokai.
But still, it was like, who just goes over to somebody's house and just starts, like, looking around?
I don't know, but, I mean, she might have... I mean, if you think about it from her perspective, she's probably trying to protect her friends because there's a bunch of yokai there. Because she's not wrong. They're all yokai. Everyone there is yokai. But then she's freaking protecting the grandfather, and she doesn't even realize he's the
but
most
then it's
powerful.
said in the thing that, like, really powerful yokai can hide their yokai energy.
That's true, that's true. But yeah, that's really the main characters, I feel like.
Do you want to talk about some of the yokai?
Yeah, we can go bullet point some of the yokai. My favorite yokai is Tasaro Okawa, right?
Oh, Yukiona. That's the yokai name for her.
Oh, I was saying the English version. I was saying, her human.
Surara.
I was saying her
Okawa.
human form. Yeah.
Surara
She's cool.
Yeah.
Icy bitch is what I labeled her as, because she's just,
I just call her Yukiona, because that's what they call her.
She's pretty much just the attendant, the bodyguard of Rikuro, but she does not a great job at it, actually. Most of the time, he has to save her, but she's pretty funny. I liked her. She and Kana have this weird, like,
love triangle thing with Rikuo.
And then Miss K-kind is always like, is she? And like, there's one episode where she goes up to Rikuro and it was just like, you can't 2 times 2 girls. It's just some like idiom. And she's like, the fox will be like punished or something. And then she just walks away all scoffed like, and they're like, oh my gosh, did she hear us talk about like yokai stuff? And then she's just like, they're trying to kiss each other in front of this damaged shrine. I thought that was funny. That's about the only highlight of the human characters in the entire anime. Do you want to talk about some of the other ones?
Yeah, let's talk about, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce this right, but, Atobo?
Yeah, Al.
Ow.
They call him Al. Yeah, he's just a brute.
What kind of a yokai is he?
He's super strong.
That's it?
I don't know. That's all I got out of it. That's about all. He's a strike team leader. He's pretty powerful. That's the same for Korotobu. He's the assassin monk.
Yes. Kurotabo or something.
I was close. Korotabu. Sorry, y'all. This is just gonna be
some of these names are really hard.
Okay, this is just gonna be like a mispronunciation galore. That's whoa.
Like, do you know how long it took me to get God, I forgot it. It took me so long. Hatsune.
Yeah, girl, I have no idea what you're saying. Are you
the
saying
fox one?
Yeah, I don't. Then write her down because I didn't think she was that important.
Hatsumo Gitsune.
Honestly, there's so many characters. I'm done talking about them. Okay, so there's that one, and then there's Koro Benashi, who is voiced by Top Habercorn. That's the only highlight of that character. He has really strong.
Tengu.
Yeah, he has super strong strings, and he's headless, which I thought was funny. That's about it. Then there's Kappa, easy one to pronounce. He's the water yokai. Then there's Kijoro, who is the hair bitch, who is the hair, and she's just hot. But that's about it. And then there's Karuso Tenju.
Karasu Tengu.
Yeah, he's just a bird.
Karasu Tengu.
And then he has his sons of... what's the sons called? I thought he said sons of foul.
It's like I don't know if she called him like his worthless sons or something.
Or something. I was like, what is he
Something along the
saying? But
lines.
it's funny. He has a bunch of sons of fly around and a really good attendance. And that's about it. That's all I wrote down. And there's a bunch of people from this one tree forest. I didn't write any of them down. A lot of minor characters. And then there's the mom, who I thought died because she was not in the first half of the second season. But that's about it.
Dude, let me tell you, there's way too many characters in this show.
And as a result, there is 0 character development for anyone but the main character.
And even that.
And it's
kinda...
just personality changes because he got some other issues going on. But yeah, don't watch this show if you love character development because there's none. But that's about it on characters. I'm getting really hot.
I am too. I'm glad you said that.
I'm getting sweaty. So we're going to go through the rest of this pretty quickly. So, animation.
Nothing would really kind of stick out to me. It was the one thing that stuck out to me was the commercial breaks with the like trees or something.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was like,
that was the only
okay.
thing that stuck out to me, and I was like, that's really cool.
There was also a shit ton of CGI. And moments I didn't understand why there was CGI. But also, this came out 10 years ago,
Yeah.
so it's not good CGI.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I'm okay, fine, I'll take it. I liked the characters' designs in these terms that they had like thick line silhouettes of each character.
Yeah.
I like that, and they're all very thin characters, like very skinny. I like that design. I think it's cool. Other than that, it's just standard. Pretty.
I mean, yeah, it's like
run of the mill.
2010 anime.
But yeah. But the music, on the other hand, there's a little bit more to talk about. Openings, meh.
I don't know. I didn't think the music was that bad, but then again, I didn't think it was that significant either.
Yeah, it's okay. I like the endings quite a bit.
Oh, the ones where they like pop up and they're
Yeah.
like da-na-na, or
Yeah, it was
whatever.
just funny. It was always Miss Keikine, Okawa, and then Kana. They would just dance and sing the little Chibata. What is that? What they're called?
Chibis.
I said a bread.
Yeah, the little ciabattas.
The little Chibatas, the little breads, just dancing around. Woo! But I liked the first one a lot, but then the second ending was CGI, and that was kind of weird. I was like, okay. But other than that, I did think the music was interesting because, like, especially the night form for Ritaro was really, the music was pretty cool. I liked it. It was very, like, it was almost, it's very similar to, like, Hisoka's music.
Yeah.
I thought it was close to that, but it was there was a wide variety of different soundtracks. There's a little jazz in some parts, a very opera some parts, then there was no Western, of course, but, like, it was a wide variety of music and soundtrack, and I like that. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah. You probably just have more of an ear for music than I do.
Yeah, I definitely do. They also had really
just-
cool sound effects, too, for, like, sword fighting and that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I just didn't really like nothing. I wasn't like, oh, this is so cool. Like, I need to jot, like jot this down. This part right here was really cool, or with anything that came to music.
Yeah, I mean, I like music. I listen to it a lot, but I will be honest, the battle scenes were pretty meh.
Yeah.
I was like watching
considering for being like kind of action-y anime.
It was kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
It was a lot of just standing around and whining. But yeah, that's pretty much.
Am I gonna be the third heir or not?
Or not? And then all the lords are like, "You are so weak all the time." I'm like, y'all can shut up.
Or like be the third heir. Like
I'm just like, shut up.
They were one of the two. Zen.
Lord Zen. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Lord
He's
Zen.
like, "Stop being a pussy and be the third heir." And I'm
Before I die.
I'm like, okay, I'm here for you. Also, he's just sick the whole time, and no one explains why he's sick. Also, he just showed up at the very end of the first half of the second season. I'm like, who is this character? He's like, this is my brother. And I was like, whoa! Why is he not the third heir? Because he's way more powerful than you.
Oh, when you watched it the first time on Netflix?
Yeah, I was like, who is this character?
You're like,
why is he not
heck?
the third heir? Why is this whiny biatch the third heir? I'm like, But yeah, that's pretty much the music animation. I have a few things. I don't really have anything for general pros and cons. Do you have anything other you want to say about the anime?
I mean, honestly, the way that like I watched it the first time, like I remember really liking it and everything. Like,
Yeah.
and I will still probably recommend it, but I wouldn't recommend it as like one like, oh, like it was so good, you got to go watch it right now.
Mhm,
I'd
mhm.
probably like, well, like turn it on in the background while you're doing homework.
Yeah, I mean, I would watch it for I watch it for the historical context. I get a little bit better idea of how Japanese deities and yokai are kind of perceived, what they are. It's interesting take on all that. That I enjoyed. Fight scenes are not that great. It's kind of boring. Definitely a background music type of thing. The soundtrack's okay, so it's kind of, but overall, like I didn't even pay attention. Most of the time, I was on my phone the entire time, so I missed a lot.
I mean, there was like points and stuff where I like caught myself like actually paying attention to the show. Like I was like working on like school stuff and everything, and I had it on in the background. But then like I would like catch myself like actually paying attention to the show when I should have been working on school stuff.
I mean, this is how I'd put it. I would rank it above Excel World, but I would rank it below SAO.
Okay. So
Like, like from what our reviews have been, but also like this is also most people's opinion of SAO. Like,
yeah.
the more negative side of it. That's how I would rank Yokai. I mean, not Yokai, Nura in that ranking system. So that's just my opinion.
Okay.
I think a lot of people understand that. So,
I feel that.
my thoughts. Yeah, that's about all I have to say.
Yeah,
This
I don't
is a
have
short
anything
episode
else.
just because.
I mean, it wasn't really anything like significant, or it's kind of like Orsuki.
Yeah,
It wasn't
like, meh, But yeah, just watch it on Hulu. Don't do what we did.
Don't go on Netflix. Netflix change.
Yeah, Netflix, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, they clearly did not screen this anime because they did not know what they were doing. I'm like, what? On top of that, they didn't even put the whole second season. None of it made sense.
The whole second
None of this made sense. Like, nothing. But yeah. But yeah, so.
But very underground anime. Like,
very
not very well
underground
known.
And very not well known. And it's one of those things for an underground anime, pretty okay. But kind of boring. I understand why it's underground. But I definitely think the fan base is 50-50. Do they love it or they hate it?
Yeah.
I think we're pretty in the middle.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for us to hate any anime, though.
Yeah.
Like, considering that we even like School Days to a certain extent, I don't think we could ever hate an anime.
I love School Days to a certain extent that it's like a cult classic.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like The Room.
Yes.
No, it's just a cult classic. It literally is just as fucked up as The Room, too, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I just think in general we don't really hate animes. Is there
No.
an anime that you can think of that you just despise?
Brothers Conflict.
Okay, well, that's different. I'm trying to think if there's one I literally... Oh, there was
Diabolic Lovers.
Well, so it's just the weird incesty ones that you don't like?
Diabolic Lovers is an incesty, but I hate it.
Is it vampire? Oh, it's the super weak female heroine, right?
Yeah.
Which ones I ranked some that were pretty low on my... Oh, it's the Netflix original ones that I watched and I thought they were good, and then I started watching the second season when it came out after watching good anime, and I realized how much I hated it.
Which one?
Hero Mask.
Oh, yeah, you tried to get me to watch that one time.
Yeah, it was not that great.
Yeah.
I would never watch. I won't recommend it to people. We'll put it that way. Oh, so all those people recommending Boku no Pico to everyone. No. No. Do not convert straight TikTok to watching Boku no Pico as their first anime. What is wrong with you guys? I'm disappointed. I sent you that TikTok, though, about the Squidward.
Yes. Yes.
Literally, when Courtney sent me that, I was like, weird tentacle porn, question mark?
I hate Boku no Pico.
I mean...
Have you seen Boku no Pico? Oh my god!
No. No, I have not.
You liar!
We're just gonna move on. So, music recommendation, Mo. You wanna give us your music?
You're making this more awkward.
I'm sorry. Just give us your music recommendation so we can move on.
My music recommendation for this week is the opening to The Ascendance of a Bookworm.
I've heard of this.
Yes, it's called Mashiro or something like that. I liked it. I didn't like it at first when I was like watching the anime, but as like time went on and stuff, and I was like watching anime more, and I was like, man, this is kind of bop.
You know, like it grew on
I
you.
kind of like this.
I'll need to listen to because I have not heard this one, but I will listen to it.
It's like Mashiro.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Also, guys, we know that our links are not working in Spotify, and that's where most of our listeners are from because freaking Spotify doesn't accept the platform that we try submitting. So, if you guys want to get the links for all the songs or the YouTube links for our top 10 list, go to our podcast directory on Buzzsprout or just go to our website, which I do not know what our website name is. But you can just look up Binger's Anime Edition and it'll be something up there because I did that recently and it popped up. So, all of our links are on there working. So, and eventually we'll have a YouTube channel where we just post our top 10 list and stuff. Maybe even some of these songs on there just so it's a place for you guys to find them all to make it easier for you guys. But yeah, I'll make sure to include Ascendance of a Bookworm opening on there. Is it the opening or is it just music
It's
throughout?
the opening.
Okay. Why do you like it?
I just like it. I don't know. It's kind of like, like kind of fairy tale-y and
Okay,
like,
okay.
like very like lighthearted.
Okay,
and,
gotcha.
It's very like cutesy, which usually I don't go for cutesy songs in openings or anything, but like I said, it grew on me.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. My recommendation this week, you've not seen this anime, but I love this anime. It's the first opening to Steins Gate, which is Hacking to the Gate, which there's no original cover on Spotify, so you'll have to do the Rayon Lee and Palak cover, but it's a freaking bop, y'all. Like, this song is good. I like the opening is amazing. I would strongly recommend watching this opening because it's just really, really good. It gives me goosebumps every time I watch it. But the song itself, I always listen to it in the car and I jam. I roll down the windows and scream at it. Just like, yeah. It's good. There's also an English cover by Emily. Just to put that out there because I like listening to the English covers of Japanese songs because I'm that weird weeb. But yeah, that's my music rec. We'll put those links out there and stuff for y'all. I hope if you guys want our Spotify playlist or you have an iTunes, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll include those. We'll send them out somehow or figure something out.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any recommendations for us, please reach out to us on Instagram, on Instagram or any other way. Do you kind of want to, or Twitter? Do you want to kind of plug
you can
that?
find us on Instagram and Twitter. You can find us on Instagram at Binger's Anime Edition, and you can find us on Twitter at Anime Bingers.
Yeah, so please reach out to us. We would love to talk to you guys. Next week, we're going to do another one of our top 10 things, but we're going to not do an opening this time. We're going to do you want to say what we're doing, or should we just wait till next week?
I think that we should just wait until next week. Make it a surprise.
It's going to be a top 10 of some other category. Please tune in because
Not music.
I love this category so much, and it's going to be really funny to talk about. So I am looking forward to this top 10. So please tune in next week for that. And thank you guys for listening. Please like, subscribe, whatever, comment, reach out to us.
If you like this episode, share it.
Yeah, please share it with your friends. I know some of you guys out there that are listening to us that are not from Oklahoma, and thank you so much. Please reach out to us because I want to know what you like about our podcast, like what you've enjoyed so far, and just talk to us.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. Good luck binging out there.
And we'll see you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.